The MCU is now 23 films in and some of them have featured memorable endings. From shocking cliffhangers to iconic scenes, these are the best. Even though fans can always expect the heroes to save the day, Marvel still finds a way to either leave fans wanting more or set up a future story for them to look forward to. The Avengers have not come out of every film victorious, and the emotions that comic book movie fans feel in the movie's third acts are arguably second to none. We post new content daily, make sure to subscribe. Number 10. Captain America: The First Avenger. In the third act of Captain America: The First Avenger, Steve Rogers manages to defeat the Red Skull, but when he realizes the only way to save New York is to crash the plane carrying the Tesseract, he does so with very little hesitation, leading him to crash into the ice and wake up 70 years later, missing his date with Peggy.
Yeah, I had a date.
Not only does this ending yank at the audience's heartstrings when Steve calls Peggy before the crash, but it also exemplifies why Steve Rogers was the perfect choice to become Captain America. Number 9. Thor Ragnarok. After realizing his full potential and becoming the god of thunder, Thor defeats both Hela and Surtur, causing the destruction of his home. Thor has also lost his father and in turn, takes his rightful place as King of Asgard in the MCU's most popular Thor movie.
So, King of Asgard.
Thor also seemingly manages to reconcile his kinship with Loki, who may not be so bad after all, perfectly setting fans up for the heartbreak they will experience in the opening scene of Avengers Infinity War. Number 8. Captain Marvel. Surprisingly, Captain Marvel ends with a younger Nick Fury in his S.H.I.E.L.D. office devising the plan for a response team that can protect the Earth from future intergalactic threats. Initially, the team is called the Protector Initiative until he sees a photo of Carol Danvers plane with the words Captain Carol Avenger Danvers written on the side. As the Avengers theme plays, Nick renames the idea the Avengers Initiative, revealing to fans that Carol was the inspiration for the name of the team everyone knows as the Avengers today. Number 7. Captain America: Civil War. With Falcon, Ant-Man, Hawkeye, and Wanda Maximoff all captive in the Raft prison, it seems all hope is lost for the heroes. That is until Steve Rogers manages to single-handedly incapacitate all of the security on board, rescuing the team and telling Tony that no matter what, if he needs him, he will be there.
So no matter what. I'll be there.
What really makes this ending powerful is that the Avengers are about to face the biggest threat they have ever come across in Thanos, but have been torn apart. The divide leaves fans pondering how they are going to come together to defeat the Mad Titan. Number 6. The Avengers. After a cascade of conflict throughout the movie, the Avengers manage to come together to defeat Loki and the Chitauri, saving Earth and proving that they can be the heroes the world needs them to be when the time comes. Joss Whedon set the mold for what a comic book movie should look like, and even though the team goes their separate ways in the final moments, fans are left with a glimpse of Avengers Tower.
Captain America saved my life.
Where are the Avengers?
I'm not currently tracking their whereabouts.
Showing them that there is much more to be told in the ever-expanding story of Earth's mightiest heroes. Number 5. Ant-Man. One of the standout characters in Ant-Man is Luis. His retelling of events has become legendary in the MCU, with fans clamoring for more Luis recaps in future sequels. At the end of the movie, Luis retells the story of his cousin Igancio, who was on a date with a journalist who spoke to Falcon, who was looking for Scott Lang, giving fans one more dose of one of the best monologues in the MCU.
And? What'd he say?
He said yes.
Number 4. Spider-Man: Far From Home. At the end of Spider-Man: Far From Home, J.K. Simmons returned as J. Jonah Jameson from Sam Raimi's trilogy, and Spider-Man's secret identity was revealed to the world.
Spider-Man's name is Peter Parker. What the
Having a younger version of Peter Parker in the MCU allows for a different character experience than ever seen on the big screen before. Seeing how a teenager deals with being the focus of a worldwide manhunt in the third movie will be something fans haven't experienced with Spider-Man before. Number 3. Iron Man. The final 3 words in the movie quickly became the infamous line that Tony Stark would utter in his final MCU moments. It also is repeated at the end of Iron Man 2 and Iron Man 3 to remind viewers that RDJ and Tony Stark are both Iron Man.
I am Iron Man.
This line was also the first sign that, aside from Spider-Man, there are no secret identities in the MCU, changing the narrative from what a lot of comic book fans are used to in the source material. Number 2. Avengers Endgame. The box office record breaker Avengers Endgame was the culmination of 10 years worth of storytelling with many character stories, including Steve Rogers and Tony Stark coming to a close. As much as fans would love to see Captain America 4 or an Iron Man 4, all good things must come to an end and the actors and their characters have to move on. Keep in mind that the movie also ended with Thor getting a lift from the Guardians, keeping fans wondering whether or not they will appear in Thor: Love and Thunder.
Iron Man.
Number 1. Avengers Infinity War. As magnificent as Avengers Endgame was, a lot of the moments had the weight they did because of Avengers Infinity War. The anger behind Thor killing Thanos was due to his failure to kill him at the end of Infinity War. Similarly, the characters returning through the portals at the end of Endgame was an even more powerful moment thanks to the ending of Infinity War when they were turned to dust. The sadness and fulfillment were at a higher level and the final moments of Endgame were probably higher. However, half the universe being dusted and people not knowing how they were going to come back left fans with more anticipation and excitement in the final moments of Avengers Infinity War.
You're alright.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know.
Here we end our top 10 list. If we missed anything, comment that below. If you like this video, make to hit the like and share button and don't forget to see the other contents of the channel.